But first, we want to check in with one of our team members here, Wiley Post, who is just down the street from our studios here in the central part of the city, finding what is going to turn into a very big problem when these temperatures drop. Look at this.
Is that, Wiley, can you hear us? What is that?
Hey guys, yeah, good morning. This was a city water line, we think. Out here the other day doing a story about how folks were concerned about the freezing temperatures and water leaks. This had been leaking, or something in this area had been leaking for several weeks, if not a month or two. And the city had been out doing repairs just yesterday and the day before. And clearly the repairs, whatever they did not work, because this is a very large water leak that is now spraying into the air. You can see the Whataburger here. This is just at Chimney Rock and Westheimer, if you're familiar with the area. And it is just geysering above the power lines. As I walk up, you can actually see it's just like shaping the power lines there. And that might be telephone lines or fiber. And not great at all.
Be going 60 feet in the air right now. I mean, towering over that building. And you gave us a little bit of background, because if you drive through that area, you know that this whole intersection has had this flooding problem, as you said, for weeks now. And obviously something has gone very wrong. Do you see any authorities there yet? Anybody from the city responding to this problem?
No, and hopefully you can hear me, because it's actually very loud. The noise of this water shooting up into the air is really loud. No, nobody from Public Works out here, no one from the city. Like you said, if you're familiar with the area, there's a fire station just about a block away. I did see an ambulance going out, but I think they were going to run a different kind of call. So yeah, no sign of anybody. I was actually coming into work this morning, and this is just my regular way into work. And all of a sudden, my windshield was covered in a sheet of water. And I went, what is that? It's not raining. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. That is not rain, but it's certainly a problem.
And we're looking, Wiley, at two shots, yours right up close, where you can sense the power of this coming out of the ground. And then on the right hand of the screen, we now have a wider look, and we can see just how tall, probably maybe twice as tall as this Whataburger sitting right there, which is usually, by the way, open. It's a 24 hours out there getting taquitos a couple days ago. Is it open? Are people going through the drive-thru still?
It is open. In fact, several of their employees have come out here now with me, and they're just watching this. At one point, the wind was kind of blowing it around. At one point, the water was shooting up and then coming like right down on their roof. It must have sounded like, heavy rain and a thunderstorm, because it was just sheeting down onto their roof and then coming down in sheets off the eaves of the Whataburger. You can kind of see it there now, how it's shooting over the building and coming down the. Yeah, but I just saw, HFD district chief vehicle just pulling into the parking lot here. So I'm guessing someone, maybe including in our staff, has called this into the city, because if we do freeze, this is going to be a real nightmare in this area for everybody.
I mean, yeah, thankfully we're sitting at about 34 degrees, because, if this was tomorrow night, or tonight, I should say, when we are going to be seeing those really cold temperatures, this would be freezing very quickly. Let's hope they're able to get this drained in time, because you just mentioned it, but we were already concerned, and I know folks in this area were already concerned about the amount of water that seems to always be on the roadway in this area, which would absolutely turn into a sheet of ice. This would have been an ice fountain. We saw, and we can see now, Wiley in the big shot. You see him there on the lower hand portion of the screen, and then we saw HFD drive up just as he was talking about that. But again, Wiley, we're thankful that it's if this were 2 degrees colder, this would be freezing. We will be right back after this. Our thanks to Wiley for showing us those images. We have much more coverage for you coming up after the break.